What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Dizzy Kills You. Today, we're in my secret place where pretty much nobody ever goes, ever, except for the people that and the people that drive over it. But this, where I am now, this very particular spot, nobody's ever been in, except me. So today, I want to go ahead and do some bowstaff training, and this is one of my favorite kinds of training. It's really ethical, you know, if you think about it, because what person would be like, oh, he's got a stick, not a big deal, right? Wrong. You're dead wrong. I'll tell you exactly why. Because look, I'll pretend that I'm crippled and I'll have a walking stick and be like, oh, I use this to walk on my hurt leg. So they naturally think they have an advantage over me, and they don't. They just don't. Because I'm gimping and walking and stuff, and then they go to attack. Next thing you know, boom, bitch, a stick. Boom. It's not just a walking stick, it's a staff. It's a bow staff. And I'm gonna take out your freaking legs. I'm gonna take out your chin, take out your eyeball. I'm gonna whack in the nuts, stomp on your toes. The bow staff is my kind of training because you know, you get to learn how to not do that every day, you know. So hang on. Yeah, so we'll pretend that didn't happen. Anyway, it also can be used as a baseball bat. That's probably why they make bats a little bit thicker, but still. So anyway, well, I'm just gonna get right back down to it. Like, the 4 basic steps. Yes, there are 4. There are other steps, but there's 4 basic steps to staff training. First thing is an overhand, or if you're skilled enough, underhand. And it's called the windmill technique. I'm actually skilled enough to do the underhand. So you're holding it just like that. You're windmilling it, and basically what this does, that can deflect. Well, see, I can hold it upwards too, and that's a little bit easier. This deflects all kinds of weapons, like long-range weapons that people would use, such as a bow and arrow. Okay, now if you get this down right enough, and you can do it fast enough, like me, you can deflect arrows, Chinese stars, or shurikens, as us professional ninjas call them. You can deflect shurikens. Actually, this one time, somebody threw a Chinese star, and I threw my staff up, and it stuck right in my staff. So technically, I made it a spear. So I went like this, and as soon as he threw it, it stuck in the tip of my spear or staff, and I made it into a spear, and I threw it, and it stuck him right in the face. Killed him instantly. So there's millions of ways, absolutely millions of ways you can do any kind of damage with this. The next is the walking staff position. Excuse me. You just think it's a walking stick, like I've explained before, but you're ultimately deceived, because not only am I going to do this, right to your foot, right to the top slope of your foot, crushing it in agonizing pain. Now, I don't know if you've ever been hit in the foot, like the top of the foot where all the nerve endings are, but it hurts like shit. And not only that, like, that's where all your nerve endings are, right? So like, it goes numb, and then if you get hit hard enough, that numbness will travel up your leg into your thigh, making your leg jelly-legged. And then when you go to step, you'll be like, oh shit. And then when they go down on the jelly leg, that's when you come up with it. and you hit them right in the face, right underneath the chin, like where your tongue would be underneath your chin, killing them instantly. Cha. So it would be a boom, boom. That's step 2. Number 3, the spear. We've gone through this already, sort of. So you're back here. Next thing you know, you windmill it a couple times, and then it gets into the position where you do this, and then you throw it, just like a spear. I have won several battles and combats with the spear method. You have to be a damn good archer and spear chucker like myself, and you have to be extremely skillful and have a keen eye and a bullseye kind of person. Okay, that's me. I've been training for thousands of years. Okay, I've only been training for 100. But here we go. Number 4, probably one of the deadliest. Yeah, you guessed it. You guessed it. The baseball swing. Now, at this point, anybody would know that you're going to swing it, right? Because baseball bat guys are like this before they hit the ball, right? Right. Okay. So here's the illusion. Instead of going like this and hitting, if you hold up, you go down, and if you hold down, well, when you hold down, you flip your hand around like you're in the sheathing position, and then you go up, and it throws them off every time. This one time I was fighting 14 people at once, and the guys came at me, and I was like, oh, okay, you want to do this? Let's do this. You'll see who the nightmare really is. It's me. And I'm going to come for you like a hawk. So I was like this, and then they all came at me. So I went, and I knocked them all out in one single blow. The last time I actually got into a fist fight, I wasn't able to have my weapons with me. So I picked up a rock. And what I did with that, pretend there's somebody behind me. And he's like, hey, yo, you fat guy in the black, I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm like, no, you're not. Because guess what I carry in my pocket? A rock, right? Yeah. So I'm like, your mom's a fat guy. I'm gonna beat your mom up later. You know, I know how to piss people off, just like they know how to piss me off. So they come around, and they come right behind me, right where that thing is, and I'm just like, they're like, what'd you say? I'm like, you heard exactly what I said. You heard exactly what my voice box told you. And then they're like, oh, it's on. And then as soon as they said that, I took the rock and I was like, ah. And it exploded their face with such velocity. It sounded like that, honestly. So, yeah, I'm not the person to mess with, because I'm able to kill you in 2 or less moves if I really wanted to. Like I can punch and jab somebody in the throat with my fingers. And then once my fingers have embedded themselves inside of your neck, I wrap them around your capillaries and vocal cords, and I pull them out. And then I skip rope with it in the middle of a 4-way intersection. Don't do that, because Dizzy will kill you. So I guess basically that's it for today. It was just a little bit of story time and bowstaff training, aka the walking stick. And yeah, so I guess that might be it. I'm gonna try this baseball thing one more time, because I feel kind of stupid that I wasn't able to complete it. All right, sayonara. Oh, that was so cool. It's still going. It's still going. Whoa, it just hit a plane. Dude, hit like 4 birds. Whoa. It went over the moon. I know you can't see it, but you gotta believe me. I hit like a tank. You know? I turned down like 14 baseball teams, Major League and Little League, actually. They wanted me on their teams because I was so cool. But I refused because like I'm a lone wolf. I'm a lone ninja. I do this thing. I do me on my own, and I'm not joining no baseball team. Kiss my ass. So, without further ado, I guess that's the end of my show today. I'll be sure to make another video as soon as I can. Sorry my videos are cheap and stupid, but I don't have the technical things to make them all advanced and high-tech and cool looking. So suck it up and deal with it anyway. Just kidding. I lost my cool there. Yeah, I apologize. Because even though I only got 8 views on my last one, I mean, I'm hoping to get a lot. I've always wanted to be a YouTuber. So, yep. Alright, that'll be the end of my story today. Oh, for Dizzy Kills You. Whoop whoop. Peace out.